Hello, awesome students! Welcome back! Kids, in previous class, we have learned about the concept of factors and also we learned how to find factors by multiplication. Today, let's learn how to find the common factors if two numbers are given. Let's do it with the help of an example. Here, numbers 15 and 12 are given to you and you have to find the common factors for these two numbers. Kids, in order to find the common factors, first we will find the factors of 15 and 12 individually. And we know that in order to find the factors of 15 or 12, what we will do? We will try to divide the numbers by different numbers, and if the number is divisible by the divisor, then the divisor as well as the quotient is the factor of that number, right? And we also know that we always begin with 1 because 1 is the smallest factor of any number and 1 is the factor of every number. Kids, we also know that the greatest factor of any number is number itself. So, we may say that the multiplication fact, that is 1 multiplied by 15 is equal to 15, will give us two factors of 15, which are 1 and 15. Now, in order to find other factors of 15, let's try to divide 15 by 2. Kids, the division will leave a remainder 1, which means that 2 is not a factor of 15. Let's now try by 3. On division of 15 by 3, we get remainder 0. That means 3 is a factor of 15. Also, we get a quotient as 5. That means 5 is also a factor of 15. So, for this division fact, we may write the multiplication fact 3 multiplied by 5 is equal to 15. Here, 3 and 5 are the factors of 15. Now, let's check by 4. Kids, we cannot divide 15 completely by 4. That means 4 is not a factor of 15. And we will stop here. So, we may say that the factors of 15 are 1, 3, 5 and 15. Kids, in a similar manner, we will find the factors of 12. So, the first multiplication fact which will give us the factor of 12 is 1 multiplied by 12 is equal to 12. Since we know that the smallest factor of any number is 1 and the greatest factor of any number is number itself. So, here 1 and 12 both are the factors of 12. Let's now check with 2. Kids, 12 is completely divided by 2. So, we may say that the divisor 2 and the quotient 6 will give us the factors of 12. So, we will write them as the factors of 12 in this multiplication fact. Now, let's check it with 3. Kids, here again 12 is completely divided by 3. So, you may say that the divisor as well as the quotient will give us the factors of 12. And kids, now we will stop here because 3 and 4 are the consecutive numbers. So, you may write factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. Kids, now we have written the factors of both the numbers, that is 15 as well as 12. Now observe these factors very carefully and look for the numbers which are appearing as the factor of both the numbers. That means which are appearing as the factors of 15 as well as 12. So, on our observation, we may see that 1 is occurring as a factor of both the numbers. Also, number 3 is appearing as the factor of both the numbers. So, you may encircle these two numbers. We may say that the common factors of 12 and 15 are 1 and 3. Let's now practice this concept by solving question number 1 of exercise 6, which is given at page 74. It says, find the factors of the numbers, then list the common factors. We will be doing A part first. The numbers given to you are 4 and 8. Kids, first we will list the factors of 4 as well as 8 individually. So let's do that. We know that the first multiplication fact, that is 1 multiplied by 4 is equal to 4, will give us two factors, which is 1 and 4, that is the smallest and the greatest factor of 4. Now we will find all other factors between these two numbers. So let's try by 2. Kids, when you divide 4 by 2, you find that the remainder is 0. That means 2 is a factor of 4. And you may write the multiplication fact as 2 multiplied by 2 is equal to 4. Kids, since this multiplication fact gives us the multiplication of same number, we will write the number only once. That means you will not write 2 twice. You will just write it once. And we will stop here because we cannot divide 4 by 3. So you may write that the factors of 4 are 1, 2 and 4. Now let's find the factors of 8. Kids, we know that 1 multiplied by 8 is equal to 8 will give us the smallest and the greatest factor, that is 1 and 8. So now we will find all other factors between these two numbers. Let's try to divide 8 by 2. So it is completely divisible by 2 and the quotient comes out to be 4. That means 2 and 4 both are the factors of 8 and we will write the multiplication fact for this. Kids, you cannot divide 8 by 3. Also, you cannot divide 8 by 5. So that means we will stop here. So you may write the factors of 8 as 1, 2, 4 and 8. Now let's observe for the numbers that are appearing as the factors of both 4 and 8. Kids, here you may observe that number 1, 2 and 4. All these numbers are the factors of both 4 and 8. So we will encircle these numbers and we will say that these are the common factors of 4 and 8. Let's now solve C part. The numbers given to you are 4 and 5. Kids, here again we will be listing the factors of 4 and 5 individually. Let's first list the factors of 4. Here we know that 1 multiplied by 4 is equal to 4 will give us the two factors, which is the smallest and the greatest factor of 4. Now we will find all other factors between 1 and 4. So we already did this in previous part and we found that 2 multiplied by 2 is equal to 4 will give us the factor 2. So we may say that factors of 4 are 1, 2 and 4. Kids, let's now list the factors of 5. And you know that 1 multiplied by 5 is equal to 5 will give us the smallest and the greatest factor of 5. Now we will find all other factors between 1 and 5. Let's try to divide 5 by 2. Kids, you cannot divide 5 by 2 completely. So you may say that 2 is not a factor of 5. Let's now try with 3. Here again, it will leave a remainder. So you may say that 3 is also not a factor of 5. Kids, on dividing 5 by 4, it will again leave a remainder. So that means 4 is also not a factor of 5. And we will stop here as we know that 5 is already a factor of 5. So here you may observe that the only two factors of 5 are 1 and 5. Let's now observe the common factors of 4 and 5. Kids, here you may observe that only number 1 is the common factor for 4 as well as 5. So you may write it as common factor of 4 and 5 is 1. Let's solve another part, which is E part, and the numbers given to you are 24 and 16. Kids, here again we will find the factors of 24 and 16 individually, and then we will compare the factors and we will look for the common numbers. So let's start by 24. We know that 1 multiplied by 24 is equal to 24 will give us 1 and 24 as the factors of 24. Now we will find all other factors between these two numbers. So let's check by 2. Kids, we may divide 24 completely by 2 and it will give us a quotient 12. So you may say that the multiplication fact 2 multiplied by 12 is equal to 24 will give two factors, which are 2 and 12. Now let's try by 3. Kids, you can divide 24 completely by 3 with a quotient 8. So you may say 3 multiplied by 8 is equal to 24 will give you two factors of 24, which is 3 and 8. Now let's try by 4. Kids, here again you can divide 24 completely by 4. So you may say that 4 and the quotient 6 both are the factors of 24. So now we will be trying by 5. When you divide 24 by 5, you are left with remainder 4. That means 5 is not a factor of 24. And we will stop here since we have already checked that 6 is a factor of 24 and 5 and 6 are the consecutive numbers. So now let's note down all these factors of 24. Now let's write the factors of 16. The first multiplication fact, that is 1 multiplied by 16 is equal to 16, will give us 1 and 16 as the factors of 16. And now we will find all other factors between these two numbers. So let's try to divide 16 by 2. On division of 16 by 2, we will observe that 16 is completely divisible by 2 and the quotient is 8. So the multiplication fact 2 multiplied by 8 is equal to 16 will give you two factors, which are 2 and 8. Now you cannot divide 16 by 3 completely. So you may say that 3 is not a factor of 16. So we will try by 4 now. Kids, 16 is completely divisible by 4 and the quotient is 4. So the multiplication fact 4 multiplied by 4 is equal to 16 will give us a factor which is 4, because we write the number only once. So now we will try by 5 and we may observe that 16 is not completely divisible by 5. So 5 is not a factor of 16. Kids, when you check by 6 and 7, you will find that both the numbers are not the factors of 16. And then 8 is a factor, right? So we will stop here. And you will write the factors of 16 as 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16. Now we will observe for the numbers which are appearing as the factors of 24 as well as 16, and we will encircle all these numbers and we will say that these are the common factors of 24 and 16. I hope you have understood the concept.